Yes. Surrender. That's all that's left. Surrender. Yes. It's a bit like what we previous have been talking about detachment. Is it just happening or can you do it? Right, it's just happening, but still you can make yourself available. Or you can prevent it. We can do a lot of things to prevent it. By being absorbed in our own contradictory mental activities. And creating all those tensions that we are having the habit of creating in the mind. But eventually everything comes together. The one who approaches on the way of jnana is more focusing on consciousness and observing the mind and being rather in control. The yogi is focusing on prana, learns to know, feel more the force of life. That is equally all-pervading like consciousness. And the devotee is focusing more on love, which is equally all-pervading, like consciousness and like the force of life. And the more you go deep, the more the three come together. And it's like, then you can give it whatever name. Somehow approaching, you can contribute. But as long as our mind has the tendency to always go away from that, we can find means, whether it's by asking who am I, or whether it's by controlling your breath, or whether it's by simply praying to God or feel the divine presence. In one way or another you bring that sense, your attention back to that sense of presence. And the one who is asking who am I, and the one who is becoming aware of the divine presence is touching the same presence. And there you're perfectly right. You can't really do something beyond that. You just can let go. And wait and see what happens. But you can cultivate the surrender. When you become aware that the mind is again and me, and I don't want them, and I don't want this happening, and all, then that you can learn to consciously intend that you sort of surrender to the flow of life, to existence, except to be in resistance all the time. But then the real surrender will start to happen. We can do a lot to prevent it, and what we can do is learn not to prevent it. And that's how we are inviting it. That's the difficult thing for the mind. We can't do it, and yet we have to do something about it. Because we are unconsciously doing so much to prevent it, and so we have to do something about that. How to learn not to prevent it. That's the job.